Taylor. He's been underrated.
Terrific college basketball player.
I didn't get drafted. I was good enough to get drafted. But
So how do you keep them with a motivated purpose?
my biggest advice, I would just tell them to just stay down.
Motivated Purpose Network, got Kendrick Nunn here with me. It came a lot. Coming from Chicago, went to U of I, then transferred to Oakland, then went into the G League. Now he signed with the Miami Heat, man. That's big time for the city, for himself. A lot of people didn't see this coming. And now he's got the opportunity of a lifetime to just really, make a name for himself. So Kendrick, kind of talk about this process. How you feeling right now? We in Vegas right now. Summer League, what's good?
Man, it's been a long process. Right now I'm in Summer League. I had a great week and a half for Summer League. Still got some games to play, but I think I've done a good job of what I'm supposed to do, showing myself, kind of establishing my name, just getting it out there, and just getting myself prepared for the future.
Most definitely. Now you told me, we just talked about that you playing a point guard, man. So what things have you learned about being a point guard? Just watching other guys, you learn a lot probably from Steph Khari, being in that Warriors environment. What have you learned about being a point guard as you have never played before? You said. So now, what's going through your thought process?
I've been learning a lot about transitioning to the point guard position. I'm the typical scorer. I'm naturally a scorer, and I think being a combo guard, I kind of know where I want the ball there on the floor, like where I want to get, stuff like that. So it was kind of easy transition to being a point guard because I know where the wings want the ball there. Certain times I know when to feed them and things like that. So it was kind of easy transition for me.
Most definitely. Now, just being from Chicago, man, like I just stated, man, like I said, nobody, people probably didn't see this, man, just because the obstacles that you came. But you more than likely, you already knew what you were supposed to be. You know your worth. Other people didn't see it, man. So what you got to say about, you making it right here to this point?
Man, I've known I had the ability to do this since day one. Probably nobody else saying it. Even in high school, I know I've had that confidence. You know what I mean? That confidence, determination to be the type of player that I am now. But I still have ways to go. I'm gonna continue to get better.
That's good, man. That's dope, man. Like I said, so how's Summer League been going for you thus far?
It's been going great. We 4-1. We I think 5-1 right now. 5-1 or 6-1. We lost one game. But Sacramento Classic was great. We went 3-0 there, and now we're in Vegas. We lost yesterday, but next game is on Saturday, and more than likely we're gonna be in the playoffs, still going for that championship run.
Man, that's awesome, man. So have you been kind of talking with other veterans or your agent? Who's guiding you through this process? Who's helping you mentally? Stay focused and making sure you're doing the right things. We in Vegas, man. So anything can happen. Who's that person that go-to person that you communicate with that makes you stay on your toes?
I hold myself accountable for the most part. Just being disciplined myself and sacrificing some things to get to where I want to be. I'm one of the older guys on this Summer League team, so I'm kind of helping the younger guys kind of mold them into players that they want to be, helping them, giving them tips, advice, and things like that. That's kind of the role that I took on this team as a leader.
Right, so you one of the leaders on this team, just because you've been going through this process for a minute, not knowing what your next move is, and now you got signed to a deal with Miami Heat, man, an opportunity of a lifetime, man. That's awesome. So you got your family back at home, man. So what are their thoughts? What are they saying right now?
They're just happy for me. Unfortunately enough, my family got to come down here to watch me play. They still down here now. They just enjoying the process as well as I am. They're happy for me coming to see me play and things like that, and I'm thankful for them.
That's awesome, man. So you say you're taking a leadership role, man. So you think you'd be able to take that to, the leadership role to the Miami Heat as well? Like I said, it's a fresh start, man, for you. Awesome opportunity, man. Like I was looking at the roster, it's really basically they started from ground zero, basically. They got one star in Jimmy Butler, but like I said, it's an open lane for you right now. So, what are your thoughts, man? What are you gonna do? Like, what are your expectations going into the season? What do you see yourself going forward with this?
My expectations for the season is to be a rotation guy, be in that rotation for sure. I don't know how many minutes I'm gonna be getting, but I definitely want to contribute as much as I can and be a rotational guy for the Miami Heat.
Most definitely, man. That's dope, man. Like I said, man, you overcame a lot, man. So how was you able to stay so mentally strong throughout this process, though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes you would go unheard, and the next thing you know, you would hear Kendrick Nunn drop like 28.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That came out of nowhere. So how was you able to stay so mentally strong under the radar but stay focused?
I mean, that was kind of the underrated part. It's kind of underrated, but I think that's what gave me the biggest jump. I think with my red shirt year, or just mentally and physically locking in on my game and sacrificing things for a year or two. And I had a great senior year at Oakland, and I think that's where it all started and where I started sacrificing and starting to really lock in and work on my game and be able to be the player that I want to be.
So have you been in contact with Jalen, who just signed with the Lakers, and then Jabari, who just signed with Atlanta Hawks? Have you communicated with those guys, or y'all kind of just like doing y'all own thing, but when y'all talk, it's all love. It's just Chicago, love. Like I said, like we just talked about earlier, man. Chicago's really been put on the map right now. Even with the underrated guys like Taylor, he's been underrated. Now he signed with the Lakers. You know what I mean? So do you guys like stay in communication?
Yeah, we definitely stay in communication. That was my brothers. We talk every week. We talk. I talk to Jabari a lot. I talk to Taylor a lot. Zach as well. Zach Novell now signed with the Lakers as well too.
That's dope. I just seen that. That's awesome.
I talk to them guys a lot. Those my brothers.
That's awesome, man. So like, what do you got advice you have for up guys in your situation that's coming up in this NBA and may not have a shot, but they know they got the talent but don't have the opportunity. How do you what advice would you say to those guys? 'Cause a lot of people's gonna be watching this network. So how do you keep them with a motivated purpose?
My biggest advice, I would just tell them to just stay down. Say for instance, a guy like myself, I didn't get drafted. I was good enough to get drafted, but I didn't. Then I signed with the Warriors. I didn't make that team. I got waived. Then I had to play in the G League all season. So it was a very long process. I had to stay patient. I had to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest advice to everybody is to stay ready, because the opportunity will come. And when it comes, you want to be ready for it and you want to take full advantage of it.
Man, how do you think what was the biggest factor, man? Because there's so many different guys that were stars in college. When I saw you last summer, when was the G League showcase?
It was about December.
It was in December. I saw you in there. You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed is it was a lot of stars that I seen in college that was killing in college, but they still not signed. You know what I'm saying? So what you think would differentiate? And then they was at big schools too. Because you wasn't at a big school. You was at a mid-major.
Yeah.
What was the difference? You were scoring. Like, was it your character? Was it because you was with the Warriors? How did you get seen, man? Like, was it one particular game where you went off? Because I know it was games that you just went crazy.
Yeah. No, I had a very consistent season as far as scoring and contributing to the game, things like that. I was very consistent throughout the season. I think where the good guys fall off, like the top-ranked guys, where they fall off is when they hit adversity. And that's whether they get injured and their minutes fall off and they got somebody in front of them now. You know what I mean? That's when you have to fight through adversity, and that's when things go left. It's when you got to really battle and fight when you're struggling. And I think that's what separates a lot of people, is when that adversity hits.
Most definitely. Hey guys, we just got done talking to Kendrick Nunn with the Miami Heat. He has a motivated purpose. He's been through adversity. And let everybody continue to watch him. Follow him. What do people can follow you at?
You can follow me on IG and Twitter, #nunbetter_.
Most definitely, guys. This is a great guy, great kid from Chicago. He done been there, done that. So stay tuned for this upcoming season, guys. Motivated Purpose.